Okay, been back in Skagway for about 26 hours. I've already had a great time. Been on a great hike. Excuse me. Had some great food. And really happy to be back. Of course, I miss my mom and my brother and my sister and the rest of my family and Roxy. But I am really happy to be back. And I cannot wait for the season to start. So this is basically, here's what it takes to get here, sort of. My ferry ride, just basically the last 48 hours, I think, what this video entails. And just gives a little example of what to expect for the summer coming up. I don't know why there we go. Camera. There. Woo! Special effect. Oh, dark. Hold on. Dark. Not dark. Dark. Not dark. Yeah. And the videos will be getting better because I'll actually have more time. And when I edit them, I'll probably be on a computer a lot of the time now. So probably still won't be much music in my videos because, you know, I'm not a big fan of that. But they should be getting better. Enjoy. And here's the long process of deciding what goes and what stays. All this stuff is staying. But don't worry. Prince the Purple Mile Eater is in there. And that's just mostly gear. If they hit me, then I'm not going back on the Pacific Crest Trail. And it really sucks. Okay, if you do come to Alaska, I highly recommend the Extended 8. It has a shuttle to the ferry building. And yeah, but I'm back in Alaska. Everywhere, it's just beauty everywhere. Okay, at the ferry terminal here in Juneau. It is $67 to $75 for the ferry. You can pretty bring as much luggage as you want. And there's a ferry. You can't go down because they're backing up a car right now. But again, in Alaska, everywhere you look, it's going to be beautiful and mountains. They're all looking at me in there right now. What the fuck's he doing? Look at the story. Alright, we're stopping in Haines, Alaska. When you take the ferry from Juneau, it makes a stop in Haines. It's about a town of 2,000 people. They have 2 grocery markets, so that's huge for Alaska town. But yeah, Skagway is right around that, right over here. This is cool. My ride, Rory, is waiting for me. And she took a picture of where she is, and I can't. Dang it. Hold on. Okay, hopefully I don't drop my phone in the. There's my ride, Rory. Right there. Wait for me. Alright, just got some air in the tires. Cannot believe how beautiful of a day this is for my first day back in Skagway for a while. Look at that. Yeah, Mount Harding and Harding Glacier. Obviously it's covered by snow. I plan on being up there tomorrow. But I'm gonna go on a little tour my town. Oh, and my ride. Yeah, it's a Klein Pinnacle for you mountain bikers. All right, at my apartment. It's destroyed. And remember, we're in Alaska, okay? But yeah, I got my stuff in here. And there you go. And all this, got to get all my stuff out of here. Now that's full of gear in those too, and that tote. Huh. Oh, definitely back in Alaska. Sun started going down. It got cold, and I was out there on a bike in my shorts. Woo! Cold. Out of breath. I'm here on a hike to Icy Lake. Lots of snow. Tyler in front of me. We're on our way. Yeah. Icy Lake, 6.5 mile round trip. And of course, had to go on a hike the first morning I'm here. Lots of snow on the trail. Again, it wasn't another reason why I wasn't too worried about going in this area now. Because it's what I deal with normally. But, all right, we just tractioned up. Had to put on the traction because we're going up that leads to Icy Lake. And you can't see that, but that's pretty much an ice rink going up that trail. Oh shit, there's a lot of snow up here. This area would have been easy compared to what was going on now. We are post-holing the whole way. Should have wore pants. Getting pretty beat up. But holy, post-holing. Finally made it. I want to give up on this bastard by 5 times. So much post-holing. Yes. A lot of logs underneath the snow, twisting ankles, falling through. All right, that was a good one. Tyler and I made it up here to Icy Lake. Post-holed most of the way. Highly recommend snowshoes. But this is our reward. This is one of my favorite spots in Skagway. So Icy Lake. It's only about 6 feet deep. There's no life in it. It's a glacial runoff. It's pretty much full of glacial silt too. But those 2 trees over there is where you do the Spider-Man. This guy Tyler's got the highest Spider-Man yet. He got way up those trees. We'd show you, but I don't feel like post-holing all the way over there because I already have to deal with these. I almost killed Tyler. I literally almost killed Tyler. Coming across this, or going across there, right there. I step right here. I grab onto that tree. The tree just fell over and almost took out Tyler. I'm glad to be back. That's Alaska hiking. Early or late season hiking, depending how you want to put it. It's a muddy one. So got to the junction of the Icy Lake Trail, Lower Dewey, and the Service Road. Now we're gonna go over to Lower Dewey Lake, still frozen, and it's gonna be a muddy mess like this. But now it's like, screw it, already wet, doesn't matter. All right, we're just gonna go down the Service Trail because that's pretty much the trail the whole way. So we'll give this a few days, let it dry out, come back. All right, first hike. Yeah, just finished doing Icy Lake. It's one of the first hikes I always do every season when I come back or I'm here. And it's one of my favorite places to hang out. It's a pretty cool space with a friend of mine, Snell, and I. And yeah, now it's really, really cold though. Still really cold. I'm in Alaska. I can barely move my hands. And about to go back home, take a shower, and start packing and get into my new apartment. Here we are at the station. I mentioned many times in the video, right next to the Morningwood Hotel and Happy Andy's Saloon. We're having lunch. I'm having lunch with Rory and Tyler. Rory's boyfriend's cooking us some chicken sandwiches. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
And just here, we got Harding Mountain. To show you about our view. Harding Mountain, and you can't really see Harding Glacier because it's just a purple house in the way. By the way, President Harding came here. He was here for a week. The last day he left, he said Skagway was the armpit of America. He died exactly 30 days later. Be careful what you say about Skagway. True story. Okay, besides I'm happy to be back, be home. One of the best things about going to Duff's is seeing Nikita. Nikita! Hi! She's out here every day. Oh. So nice to be back. And here's Duff's. Like I said, I do have a fondness for Duff's. I am technically still an employee. Oh, the beard. You get 90s music all day too. And there's Kristen. Okay, been back in Skagway for about 26 hours. I've already had a great time. Been on a great hike. Excuse me. Had some great food. And really happy to be back. Of course, I miss my mom and my brother and my sister and the rest of my family and Roxy. But I am really happy to be back, and I cannot wait for the season to start.